What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where we're here again at Copart, yard number 18, located at 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Del City, Oklahoma. We're going to jump right into this today. We got 5 cars as usual, and unfortunately, it's slim pickings this week, guys. Normally, Copart out here will run through 600 cars a week. When I searched through all of the listings today, I only found about 325 cars going through auction this week, so they appear to be running at about 50% of their normal volume out here. So finding interesting cars for you guys is getting more and more difficult as less and less cars are showing up out here. But number one on my list is a 2006 C6 Chevy Corvette Z06. Now the car looks pretty good, right? Well, hold your breath for a minute, and I'm going to show you what the other side looks like. She's rough, guys. She's rough. This one caught on fire. And these cars, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but these cars don't do fire very well, man. They just kind of melt. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, isn't that, I mean, it's actually very interesting to see like this material. It's almost like it's woven. I'm assuming this is all fiberglass. If I remember correctly, all the older generation Corvettes were pretty much made completely of fiberglass. You can see some of the fiberglass strands here in the hood as well. But I've never seen fiberglass that was like melted, burnt to the point of this is all that was left. Was just, it's almost like a material. I don't think, yeah, the hood is not going to open. Unfortunately, I can't, I don't think I can get in here. I don't know, can you guys even see in there? There's really not much to see. Let's see if I can reach in here and find the hood release. I'm betting I can't. Oh. No, she's stuck. I found the hood release. Unfortunately, it's frozen solid. Yeah, the intake is melted. You can barely see in there, but you can definitely see that the intake is melted. She's in rough shape. It's good for a parts car, though, guys. It's really, well, the hood's no good, fender's no good, headlights no good, bumper. You could probably save the bumper with a repaint. It looks like the bumper is all right. This door is a little damaged, but you could probably reutilize this. The rear end, the wheels, the tires, the rear fascia, obviously just about everything on the passenger side should be reusable. Transmission's probably okay. Rear diff, brakes, you know, rotors, calipers, all that stuff should still be in good condition. And, you know, windows, interior parts. This car is currently sitting, I'm a little surprised about this, but the car in its current condition it's sitting at like $12,300. So I am assuming that the body parts on this and some of the interior components must be worth a pretty penny, because there is no way I would pay 12 grand for a car that is burnt this badly. Now it does have a stick shift, so I'm sure that's worth something. 6-speed. It's a pretty basic model Z06. It doesn't look like it's got a, or maybe this is just I guess I'm kind of spoiled by some of my newer cars, you know, that have a lot more functions built into them in a base model, but this is probably loaded up. I do see it's got the heads-up display down here, and I thought it was not a touchscreen, but it looks like it's got the touchscreen too, so I guess it's all right. It's all right. I'm just a little, I'm a little salty with General Motors right now, so forgive me for not being too impressed with their old school C6 Corvette. Although, and it's the last thing I want to say about it, although that C6 that I had was probably one of the best and most reliable cars I have ever owned. That C6 Corvette of mine never gave me any issues. It was just a perfect, fun, daily driven vehicle that never had a problem. All right, moving on to the next one. Next on my list, a 2005 Acura MDX that's listed as hail damage. Now, this is it's a very bright color, so seeing hail damage could be a little difficult, but I'm trying to look at this from every angle, and guys, I'm not seeing hail damage. Now, the next question is, yeah, it is. It's Farmers Insurance. It sure is. Right there, Farmers. So, I see the hail damage. I see it now. It's on this side. Boy, it's so minor. Are you serious? There's a ding right there. I'm not really seeing any major hail damage. There's a ding on the door. So I've seen 2 dings. Yeah. Okay, there's a few on this side, but this is from something else. Something really bumped up against this. But that's not from hail. There's some scrapes down here. I mean, she's got some dings all over her, guys, but truthfully, this isn't bad at all. It's got excellent tires. Buy it now on this is like $1,900. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any room for profit as a wholesaler. When you're paying, you know, $1,900 plus fees, you're gonna have like $2,200–$2,300 into this. Fired right up. Yeah, you'd have $2,200–$2,300 into this car. And I don't know what you could sell it for. I mean, really, what's it worth? Now, on a positive note, the trip is at 765 miles, so obviously somebody was driving it. There are no warning lights, there's no check engine lights, no brake lights, ABS lights, traction lights, no anything other than a maintenance required light, probably for an oil change. Looks like the oil had been getting changed. It says the date was 4/12/20 at 171,000 miles, and it's currently got 174,000 miles, so it's a little overdue for an oil change, I would say. It does have, I don't think this is a touch screen. No, it's definitely not a touch screen, but it's a nice little, you know, trip computer with the temperature and the direction, the time, and your miles per gallon and everything. You've got a working radio, CD player. That's probably about it. You do have wood grain. You've got heated seats. I have no doubt that this thing would run and drive perfect. Like none, no doubt at all. This has been well maintained. You can definitely tell. It goes right into gear. Right into gear. Forward and backward. Yep. Man, this is a steal. Not for a wholesaler. Bose stereo. All the windows work. Air conditioning is ice cold. Pop the hood. Like I said, new tires. Oh hell, there's the spare right there too. And it's even got air in it. It could stand a good cleaning. Stand a good cleaning, but I don't think anything too major. This is actually really nice, guys. I need to walk away from this one. I just don't see any money. Comment below and you tell me what you think. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, you know, 2,300-ish out the door. What am I realistically going to be able to sell this for as a wholesaler? I think retail value on this car, like if I sent this down to Weird Beard and he put it up for sale, I think he, as a retail dealer, I don't think he could even get $3,000 out of it. Keep in mind, salvage title, guys. Salvage. This is salvage. This is one of the examples I'm giving you right now. I'm trying to share helpful information with you guys. This car has obviously been well loved and cared for. It's salvaged because it has a few hail dings, and this one isn't even riddled with hail. It's literally just a few dings. This thing is perfect. You could buy this right now, today, from Copart by clicking buy it now for $1,950. Are you kidding me? Now, as I said, for me as a wholesaler, this wouldn't be a deal for me. There's no way I can make money on it. There's just no way. But for you, one of you out there, a mom, a dad, single mom, single dad, or you could be married with a family of 20, I don't care. Whatever the case is, if you're looking for a nice and generally reliable SUV, these are it, man. These are it. These things are hot. Listen to her. Oh man, this is it right here, guys. Like, no joke. For somebody that's looking for something for themselves, not necessarily a flip, but if you're looking for something for yourself and your family, or hell, even a family member, a friend, whatever, this right here, guys, I'm telling you, this would be the ticket right here. 100%. She's actually really clean, considering the year and the mileage. It actually looks really good. Dang, I want this. Like, I really want this, but I know I shouldn't get it because there won't be any money in it. There's no profit margin for me, and although I would love to buy it and make videos about it, or at least a video just showing you guys how good this thing, I know it, I can feel it. I get a feeling about a lot of cars. I'm not always right, but most of the time I am. And I got a strong feeling about this one, that this one is a really, really good, solid vehicle. All right, drop your comments below. Let's move on to the next one. Next on my list, Tyler from Hoovie's Garage wrecked his Camaro, and here it is. Here it is right here. I'm lying, obviously. It's not even the same color. But when I saw this on the listing, I was like, you know what? I miss this Gen Camaro. I really do. I remember when it first came out. Yes, I'm old enough to remember when this car first came out. I am 40 years old, and I remember this car coming out. It was absolutely beautiful. In fact, this is a 93 Camaro. Unfortunately, it's nothing more than the base model V6, but it doesn't change the beautiful and what I consider to be timeless design and styling of this car. It was something new. In 92, the Camaro was a very square, angular car. In 93, it transformed into this beautiful car. Recessed headlights, way back. I mean, way back headlights. Sealed beam glass headlights, guys. Replaceable. And just so curvy while maintaining nice angles at the front. You know, a really sharp, aerodynamic looking car. Absolutely beautiful. I will always, always love this generation of Camaro and Firebird. They're just, in my opinion, I know a lot of you probably hated this design, but in my opinion, this was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful job done by General Motors. Unfortunately, this one is pretty well toast. You probably can't see, but the roof is fiberglass, at least back here. It looks like the whole roof is fiberglass. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But this part is completely crushed, and the body's shot, guys. Like, the hatch has been hit, the quarter's damaged, the door's cracked down the side, the mirror's busted, the fender apron is totally shot. Looks like the core support took some pretty good damage with it as well. The bumper, in other words, it's just not, there's no reason to even try to save this car, guys. Says it's a run and drive with 197,000 miles. Honestly, I don't even want to get in this one, guys. This one is bad. Hey, you know what? Let's start it up. I would buy this. I would buy this. I would. In fact, I'm going to consider buying this. Not to resell. Not to resell. This would become... I didn't see this. The hood is smashed into. Like, this car is just, it's toast, man. And honestly, I am really surprised that this 3.4 liter is still running with 200,000 miles. These engines were so, it plagued a lot of GM engines, guys. These engines were notorious for intake plenum gasket failures. This isn't the only 3400 that suffered from it. The 3400 in all of the front wheel drive cars suffered from it as well. The 3100 suffered from it. GM has suffered over many decades from lower intake manifold gasket failure, as well as coolant elbow pipe failures as well. These are the things that kill motors. Simple things that could have been resolved if they had done a little more research and development. Probably a little more on the research side. Could have been saved, but honestly, 200,000 miles and this thing is still running? That's pretty impressive to me. So you know what? Let's give the old girl a chance. I'll bet she still drives. I'll bet she doesn't drive well. Look at this interior. Hey, the glove box works, and it comes with a Sony stereo. But with all of the old GM stuff, Dodge as well, the dashboard is gone. It's literally just disintegrated into nothing. Let's put the key in it and see if she wants to work with us. What the hell? Whoa. 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 I'm hoping that's a dead battery. Let me get the booster pack. Let's see if we can give her a little juice. All right, we got the trusty NOCO hooked up. Let's see if that makes any difference, because that didn't sound healthy at all, guys. Not one bit. I think this would be a fun car to give to your kid as a car to learn how to drive on. You know what I mean? There we go. She actually runs really well. Very, very surprising. Throttle response is really good. The brakes, well, what brakes? I don't feel brakes. Honest to God, I don't feel brakes. It's got them. Oh, wow, barely. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. There are barely any brakes at all. Does the window work? No. That window doesn't work. That window doesn't work. Air conditioning? I'm gonna bet no. No air conditioning. Okay. Well, let's try it one more time. Oil pressure gauge doesn't work either. Somebody's probably cut the mufflers. Surprisingly, no warning lights aside from security and brake. And with the brakes, I'm telling you, it feels like it ain't got any brake fluid in it at all. So I'm gonna bet that brake fluid is just dry. Yeah, brake fluid's dry, so it popped a brake line somewhere along the line, which may, when you think about it, may have contributed to the accident to begin with. Driving around, hit the brakes, went to stop, and boom, brake line popped, couldn't stop, ended up hitting something. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna say hell no to this one. No. If it was in a little bit better shape, even with the 3.4 liter, I would still buy it. I would, but with the body damage and no brakes and, you know, everything else, this one is just not going to make the cut, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Next, a little bit of Carnage. We haven't done Carnage in a while, and I try real hard to make sure that when I do Carnage, it's not the type of Carnage that has, you know, blood or things like that in it. So I found this, a 2008 Ford Fusion that I can only assume hit a tree or a telephone pole. That's the only thing that I can think of that could make such a perfect, and I mean, I'm telling you guys, they couldn't have hit it more square on. I mean, they hit it straight on the B-pillar. I would say, thankfully, they hit it on the B-pillar, because here is not structurally sound, guys. There are some support bars in the doors, but this would have been the strongest part of the side of the car for them to have hit. So I'd say the driver is probably very, very lucky that he hit whatever he hit right here on the pillar. You can see, obviously, the car went off-road. I mean, just looking at this thing is crazy. It's absolutely crazy to see a car. It's literally almost bent in half like a tin can. It really is. Now, if you're wondering what the interior looks like, I mean, surprisingly, the interior actually doesn't look too bad, considering the B-pillar is now where the center console used to be. I mean, literally, there's your center console. The B-pillar is in it. Wow. Wow. Now, I'm assuming nobody was in that seat, even though I know we do have airbags deployed on the passenger side. I don't see how anybody could have been in that seat. There's no signs of blood or anything like that in the car, or we wouldn't be filming it right now. Maybe somebody was in the back seat. I don't know. I don't see anything back here. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is crazy. Look at the back door. The back door is literally, this used to be the passenger front seat, and there's a seat bag deployed too. That's crazy. The seat bag is deployed. Does that mean that there was somebody in that seat? Somebody's gonna have to comment below. I'm not 100% on how this stuff works. I'm pretty sure that all the bags don't just blow anytime you're in an accident. That wouldn't make any sense. So I almost feel like someone had to be sitting in that seat for it to have popped like that. But there's you know, there's no signs of any bio in this car at all. Nothing. I don't know, but we do have side airbags blown, and we got the seat back blown. But I mean, there's where a person would have been sitting, and there's the center console, you know what I mean? And there's the door, like, just, and there's somebody's guitar. There's nothing in it. There was a guitar in there too. This is, look at this. It's not often I come out here and see something just this wild, this crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know what happened. You know, you look at these things and I don't know, well, I don't know about you, but for me, a lot of times I try to figure out what happened. You know, in my head, I see this and it's like, how does this even happen to somebody? Obviously somebody ran off. I mean, did somebody get run off the road? Did they hydroplane and fly off the road? I doubt it. The tires look to be in excellent shape. It looks like the car prior to the accident was probably in very good condition. So it just makes you wonder, like, what happened to the people in this car, or the person in this car that caused them to end up in this accident? Horrible accident, guys. Absolutely horrible. And I think, as unfortunate as this wreck was, I think it is still a learning experience for not just for young drivers and new drivers, but for all of us. For all of us that are out here driving every day, those of us that get the road rage and we start acting a fool on the highway. I'm not gonna lie, I've been guilty of it myself. All right. This right here is a reminder to your kids and to yourself. This is dangerous, guys. Cars are inherently dangerous. You are in a tin can doing 70, 80, and some of you out there doing 90 miles an hour flying through traffic on the interstate. This can happen not just to the person that owned this car. This can happen to you. This can happen to me. So be careful out there on the road, guys. Try to remember that. Show this to your kids. Let your kids know you're not invincible. It's important that they see things like this and really take it to heart so that they can understand that as young as they are and as invincible as they think they are, this right here can show you you're not. Moving on to the next one. And this brings us to the last car on the list today. Remember when I told you we get some serious hail out here? Some of y'all don't take it seriously. Like, some of y'all just don't believe that we get grapefruit size hail. I mean, it's really, when you think about it, it's unimaginable, right? Could you imagine, for just a minute, think about it like this. You're sitting in your house and grapefruits start falling from the sky. Can you picture that? No, you can't, because it's outside of the realm of possibility. It's not real. Things like this don't happen. Now, let me tell you something. It happens in Oklahoma, guys. We literally have hail that gets up to the size of grapefruits. Now, I don't know exactly what size the hail was that took this car out, but let me tell you something. It wasn't small. I would say, looking at this, it was probably softball, baseball to softball size hail, judging from the massive dents. These dents are, I mean, they're this big, guys. These are massive dents. 2019 Volkswagen, 51,000 miles on the odometer. Sunroof is gone. Even the windshield. Windshields are pretty damn tough. All right, look at the amount of damage on this, and the size of the dents is just ridiculous. Especially, this is a body line. Okay, this is going to be a very strong portion of the hood, and it just totally collapsed. Look how big that is. The dents on this, they're insane. They're insane, and that right there gives you a real good idea. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is wild, guys. Don't you hate when your phone rings when you're in the middle of a video? Hello? Anyway, back from my phone conversation. Okay, a 19 Jetta. Now this one, guys, I don't think I would even try to save this one. I don't know. I mean, granted, if you could get it for the right price, maybe you could make something decent out of it. The hail damage on this is so severe, though. I mean, it is the body, the glass that's got to be replaced. It is extreme, guys. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it's ooh. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Don't save this one. Parts car. Obviously, with hail like this, there's going to be a ton of rain, and this car smells like a flood. I mean, just reeks of mildew and mold. Absolutely awful. I would start it maybe. Let me see if I can do this. I don't want to sit on any of this glass. Oh, it smells so bad, guys. There we go. I almost don't even want to touch anything in here. There's so much glass everywhere. Caution what? Engine something. I don't know, guys. You think warranty's going to cover this? Something under the hood here doesn't sound too good either. Or is this a diesel? Oh, I don't know what that was. It stopped making noise now. Okay. That was interesting. She was making a ton of noise and then just randomly kind of stopped all on her own. Okay, little bitty turbo motor. It doesn't sound like a diesel to me. It sounded like a diesel when I popped the hood, but now it sounds like a gasoline engine. I'm assuming this is just a direct injected motor. I'm like 99% certain this was not a TDI. Well, I don't see anything. I guess the only way to find out is to push the damn... no, if it was diesel, it would definitely say diesel. So it says regular unleaded. That's weird though, guys. When we first fired up, it was... She sounded kind of rough. Engine is running. Okay, hey, it runs good. I'm not going to try to put it in gear. In fact, I'm going to turn it off and walk away from it because this car is absolutely disgusting, guys. There you go. Last one of the day. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I do the best I can with what I got, but guys, I can't make cars show up out here. And if you saw something in the background of the video and you're like, man, I would have rather seen that, please try to understand something, guys. I can only record the cars that are coming up for sale, okay? Most of the cars out here are not on sale this week. So if you saw something in the background and I didn't show it to you, most likely it's because either I didn't find it interesting or more likely it's not for sale and I just don't have the ability to record it for you yet. So stay tuned and maybe it'll come up in the next one. With that, I'm going to get out of here. Big shout out to all of you for watching. Big shout out to Copart for allowing us to do this. If you enjoy the content, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on my latest videos. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Auto Auction Rebuilds. Till next time, stay safe out there. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.